What's up, guys? Today is a very special day in my training because today is the longest run I will do in my training before the Boston Marathon. I have 22 miles today. I'm going to try to take you through my long run and show you a little bit about just what I think about while I'm running, how I feel while I'm running during a long run. Now, if I've said it once, I've said it a million times, bringing a camera with you when you're running is like super annoying, at least for me. But I recently acquired a new toy that will hopefully make that not so bad. I got this little mini spy camera, and it's so freaking small. Like, I knew it was gonna be small when I ordered it, but like, look how tiny, in reference to my fingers. It's just so little. But it's also super hard to use because there's only 2 buttons and 2 lights, and a bunch of different settings and things that it can do, and the instructions are clearly not written by someone who has a good grasp on English. I'll read you an excerpt. 1080p video. Boot blue light, long on standby mode. Press the mode button, red and blue lights long for 1080p video mode. Click the switch machine button. There's no switch machine button. Once again, blue lights out under the red light flashing on the long 3, 5 minutes for 1080p video, a piecewise continuous recording, save automatically, cycle cover, click the switch machine again to stop video, go back to the standby mode. So that's how you do 1080p video, obviously, right? But I've been messing around with it a little bit, and I think I got the basics down, so I think I'll be able to take videos while I'm running. If not, this vlog isn't gonna work. But I'm gonna take this little sucker out with me for a run, see what it has to offer, and hopefully it'll be good. I just need to change real quick, and then we can get going on this run.
Don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. A shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva.
Okay, I'm about 6 miles in, still feeling pretty good. During the week I usually run about like 10 miles on average, so this doesn't feel like much to me yet. I'm just about to get on the Bay Bridge Trail, so we're in a good spot.
At the speed of light, I wanna make a supersonic man out of you.
Alright, we're about 7.5 miles in, I'd say. Just now passing the toll booths to get onto the Bay Bridge, so I'm gonna say from here on out we're officially on the Bay Bridge. Passing some porta potties, so that's good to know. Might be hitting those on the way back.
Yes, I'm having a good time, I don't wanna stop at all. Yeah,
Alright, 10.5 miles in, just got off the bridge. The whole way out here was windy and uphill, so starting to feel it in the legs a little bit. But I did see a whale come up for air while I was out there, so that was cool. And also, that means the way back should be a lot easier, so looking forward to that.
yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr.
Alright, 11 miles in, so that means we're halfway, so it is snack time. I don't usually eat when I run, but a nutritionist told me once, if you're working out for more than an hour, then it's good to get some sugar and carbs in the middle of your workout. Anytime someone tells me to eat something sugary, I'll take that advice. Snack, and then they also have some of the nicest porta potties I've ever seen here, so I'll probably eat my snack, go to the bathroom, and then we just gotta run home. Look at these. They have lights to say when it's occupied. This is another level.
Don't stop me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like it. Don't stop me. Have a good time, good time. Don't stop me. Don't stop me.
Okay, almost to 14 miles. Just got off the bridge. Up in the teens now is where my legs start to get that achy feeling where they're like, okay, you've been running a long time now. So starting to deal with that, but only 8 more miles to go, so not a problem, right? Alright, we're just about 19 miles now. My legs are very tired, starting to get pretty hungry, pretty thirsty. I'm just outside East Shore State Park now, so throwback to episode 1. But that means we got 3 miles to go home. It's 3 miles uphill back to my house, so just gotta get through it. So close.
Yes, I'm having a good time, I don't wanna stop at all.
not bad for a 22-mile run, I would say. The second half always gets really tiring, but you just gotta push through. So that was my longest run for my training cycle. So now I'm gonna start like kind of slowly declining the long runs into the marathon. Anyways, when I go on a run that long, I've already told you guys I don't listen to music, so people always ask me, what do you think about during all that time? Like, that was just 3 hours that I was just like doing nothing essentially. And like I've said before, running is almost like meditative for me. Like, your mind just wanders, like you're not really thinking about anything. If you've ever gone on like a 3-hour road trip and just not listened to music, that's basically what it is. You're just like thinking about nothing and everything. I don't know. It's weird. But today I tried to think about what I was thinking about so that I could talk to you guys about it. How's that for self-aware? And what I kind of noticed is, at least for me, my mind when I'm running almost has like 2 tracks playing. And one track is just like playing a song that I know all the time. Like when a song gets stuck in your head, it's just playing that just over and over, and that's just like always in the background. It's weird. So even though I'm not listening to music, it's almost like my mind is playing music because it knows that's what I want. I don't know. Subconscious stuff. It's weird. But then the other track is just that, what I was talking about, just bouncing around random thoughts, like not really thinking about anything. And then whenever I don't have a thought, the song comes back on. It's really weird. And that's okay for like most normal runs, but when you're going super far, your mind almost starts to run out of random thoughts to float around to. What I've noticed is on my long runs, I tend to like fixate on one sort of idea or like almost a daydream, and then my mind just like does a deep dive on that. This week my mind was really preoccupied, always thinking about like what I was gonna say at my next stop, or like I was thinking about what I would say now. So that kind of preoccupied my mind for most of this run. Last week I was thinking about, what if I made a documentary of my whole running life from like when I started running up until now? Like, how would that look? And I was just thinking like, what would I include? What would I leave out? What people would I include as like important characters? What people might I leave out completely? Would they be mad at me if I left them out completely? Should I include them so that they don't get mad? My mind was just going through all of this, and that just took me through like so many miles, and then before I know it, I'm like, oh, I only have a few miles to go. And other things are more random, like I'll think, oh, what would I legitimately do if I was in a plane that was going down? And then my mind will just like create this whole action hero scene, and I like slowly build it as I'm running. And then, I don't know. So really it just kind of turns into almost like a big creative outlet for me on long runs. And I know tons of people say they get their best ideas and like their biggest inspirations when they're running, so I mean it makes sense. And what I also think is cool, going back to the 2-track mind thing, when I'm doing workouts, there's still 2 tracks, but they're playing different things. So I'm always thinking like in the front of my mind, my legs hurt, I can't breathe, I'm really tired, this sucks. But then the other track is like almost a coach, and it's like, suck it up, get on the line, you have to go in 10 seconds. Or like, you have 2 more repeats, you can do this. And it just like, my mind is going back and forth and like motivating me through the workout on its own almost. So I don't know if it's like a left brain, right brain, or like a conscious, subconscious thing, or like what it is, but I just think it's really cool. And this is like the most I've ever thought about how I think when I'm running, and I think it's pretty cool. Just explaining it, like understanding it and explaining it now is making me realize how cool it actually is. It's just like so unique, and our brains are so weird, and they work in such a weird way. It's just pretty cool. That's all I've got to say to you this week. Now I'll just probably eat a crap ton and shower and do nothing the rest of the day. That's another thing about long runs. I wake up, eat a piece of toast, and then burn 3,000 calories. And then the rest of the day, I'm exhausted and just like trying to make up those calories. Like, you eat, and then you're just immediately hungry again. So, weird place to be. But that'll be the rest of my day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Comment below if you have other stuff about running that you're interested in. I'd be happy to talk about it. Yeah. Happy running.